and it comes your way. Next.
And we are underway from Houston. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. 7 yards there and a first down. Shotgun now for Murray. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Murray. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Forced out to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Murray now. And this will be swung out here for Connor. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Murray. This is caught. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan from 19 yards away. And the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Christopher Dunn on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown ground. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. So the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his 2nd season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Wilson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Denver.
On 1st down, Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
They run with a former Bengal. It's Samaje Perine. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
The backup Stidham, his first throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway.
He's into space past the 25.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Marquez Callaway.
51 yards.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. Tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
13 yards on the play.
On 1st down, they go back to Vaughn again.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 7 yards there at a 1st down. They'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Vaughn.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
51 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Christopher Dunn now for the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Stidham. And incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
3rd and 2 now Stidham. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stidham. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Stidham. And that's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Perine. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what a minute 2 on 3rd down. You're a little off balance.
Stidham sets to throw on 1st. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
To throw is Stidham. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Off the play fake, here's Stidham. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The kick by Maher is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Well, we all missed football in the offseason, but apparently not everybody missed halftime. We skip right over it. We get back to the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Well, the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Perine, draw play. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now it's Stidham. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now it's Stidham. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one swung out to Vaughn. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know, this...
And now, as with every potential turnover, we're going to take a second look at this.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Vaughn on 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Vaughn is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Done good with the extra point.
And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Pirine. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
Pirine again on 2nd down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Houston's offense taking over again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. That is caught by Dell.
25 yards that time. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throw left side complete. That's Vaughn. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw here. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Baron Browning, his 2nd sack of the night.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's got his man. That's down.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43.
Gun, it's a give to Vaughn.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Caught left side. Here's Dell.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
A run with Vaughn out of the gun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone, following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
So the Broncos now down by 2 touchdowns, 1:09 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Stidham hit, and he lost it. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
They'll look to run with Vaughn.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Deuce Vaughn,
ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Oilers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Done good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter.
Trying to improvise. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another